bit more too, so then there you go. Good afternoon, everyone. Heather with Health Renewed Coaching, and like we talked last week, we are talking about elements of what we call primary food that truly fuel our lives and our health. Because when our primary food is not in a satisfactory level, then our health tends to suffer. So today we're going to focus on career, and I'm with Dane Tocco with START, and he is going to talk to us about some different pointers on how we can bring that level of satisfaction up in our career and in our life so that we can experience more joy, better health, and a better work-life balance, and just experience a better work day. You know, if you have to do it every day, let's have more joy and peace and less stress, you know. So what would you say, Dane, would be one of the top things that comes to mind when you think of increasing your level of satisfaction with your job?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I appreciate having me. And I think the biggest thing is loving what you do. So every day you have to love what you do when you come to work. And there's ways to make that happen. So I think the biggest thing I do and what I coach out to my team is stop coming to work for a paycheck and start coming to work for something that you believe in or something that you want, or a dream. So if you have a dream of buying a new house in 2019, start going to work every day thinking, hey, this is one step closer to buying that house. And you'll be happier, your motivation will be up, you'll be healthier, you'll be more positive. So every single day, just try to think of that one thing. What am I driving after today that is going to make my work day feel more powerful to me and be more successful and be more healthy doing it? Health is a big part of health is your mind. And if you can keep your mind in the right place, it's the first step.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think? Because you see all kinds of different people that are looking for jobs. So if you're not happy in your current position, what are some good ways to go about finding a new job?
Yeah, absolutely. So we deal with people, daily looking for new jobs, a better career life, and really it's sitting down and asking them what they're looking for in a job. Mm-hmm. So, hey, are you looking for a job that you can work tons of overtime and make as much money as possible? Are you looking for a job that better suits your family so you can have a better work-life balance? Are you looking for a job that you're skilled in a specific area? So it's really finding out what their wants and needs are and fitting them to the perfect position.
Okay.
So it's really just digging down to find out what they're really looking for versus just plugging them into a job just to have a job.
Mm-hmm. And the way that Dane and I met is we both belong to the Sterling Heights Chamber of Commerce, and that offers different networking opportunities, and we actually both belong to the same networking group, and so we met that way. So if you are perhaps looking to either grow your business so that you are feeling more successful in it, we would recommend joining a networking group or just attending some different events out in the community to meet more people. But that's also a way to connect you with more people, to get the word out. Hey, I'm looking to change jobs. I'm looking to explore this industry. Do you know anybody? So don't forget to ask friends, ask family, perhaps do some networking, and find a way to kind of move yourself in the direction that you're hoping to go. So what might be some other things?
Yeah. I think, when it comes to a lot of people talk about work-life balance and, being healthier at work and having a positive attitude. Work-life balance isn't necessarily working a 40-hour work week and being home as much as possible with your family or friends, and having that free time. It's really about managing your time. So someone that works 60 or 70 hours a week can have a great work-life balance by managing their time better. So you might still go home at night and still be working via phone and email, but you can still sit down and have a good dinner and take out 30 minutes of your time to have a great dinner with your family before answering that next email. So again, you can still work 60, 70 hours and have a great career, but also have a good work-life balance where you can take time off and enjoy your weekends or weekdays or any day with your friends and family. Just don't get so caught up in the moment. Let's call it a whirlwind. Don't get caught up in the whirlwind of being busy and making excuses. Just manage your time better. Every day I come to work, I write down a priority list, and hey, what do I need to get done first, and what comes last, and working that list daily, and really managing your time better.
Yeah, and it helps you to stay focused on, what are my tasks at hand? It's like, what is urgent and what can wait? Another component of that work-life balance is self-care. So often we forget to take care of ourselves because we're, busy doing what we need to do for the office, for the company that we work for. And we forget that we need to take care of ourselves to be a good employee, but also you need to be a good family member, whether, you're married and have a family. If you're single, you still want to be healthy and vibrant and so that you can do the things that you love. But when we forget to take care of ourselves, that's when those health problems can creep in, and cause us more problems down the line because we've been ignoring them. So what kinds of things do you like to do to kind of de-stress and take care of yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say my biggest de-stress and enjoyment is barbecuing. I love to go outside in the backyard and spend 3 or 4 hours getting the grill ready, charcoal grill, and really just enjoying and relaxing and spending time with the family. And whether it's at work or at home, you got to find something to keep the day fun and do you. Just a little something here in the office. We want to try to have fun. If it's a nice day out, we're gonna grab the spike ball game and go out in the parking lot. We're gonna get the guys together. Everyone on our team. We're gonna play around a spike ball. You want to just disengage for a moment, keep it fun. You're still being professional. You still got the day to work to do, but you want to engage in something fun and to keep everyone's spirits high. So. Whether it's work or barbecuing, or you like to go have a golf game once a week, or just sit down and like to watch movies with your significant other or someone else in the family, find something that you can just unplug for a minute and enjoy it well, because it's a huge part of your health.
Absolutely. And, every company is different and every company looks at wellness activities differently. Perhaps you work in a company that doesn't offer any kind of opportunities for wellness or engaging with your coworkers. It sounds like you've got some great
absolutely
place that you work together. And I know when I was working a previous job, the atmosphere was open to that, which was really great. So I approached my boss and said, hey, could I start a wellness committee? And I gathered a few staff that were interested, and we came up with some different activities that we could do, some quarterly, some on a regular basis, that would bring some joy and fun and excitement to the office. Because when you look forward to going to work, you're going to be happier and you're going to do better doing, the work that you're doing. And hopefully will relieve some of that stress that sometimes tends to go home with us when we are unhappy and unsatisfied with our position. So, would you agree?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that's it's a huge part. Again, it's whether it's wellness, looking at diet plans or food meal prep plans. My last employer, actually, one of their wellness things was every Friday, a company came in and they did food prep. So anyone in the company could go down to the lunchroom and prep food for the whole next week on daily meal plans. So the company provided the food. We all paid $10 a piece, and we could meal plan the whole entire next week. So those little things go a long way to your associates. It makes you feel like they care about you, and it's definitely a huge deal. So finding that little niche, something to do, whether it's at work or home, is huge.
Yeah. And taking the initiative. Some of it is, we can get stuck. Oh, this place is, crappy to work for. And you can kind of get in that negative thinking mindset. Well, could you be the person that offers that brings about some change? Talking to the right people, presenting your ideas, and being open to baby steps, because your employer may say, well, we can't do all of that, but maybe we can do this little bit. So being open to just offering some ideas, bringing them to the table and say, could we consider this? Because, perhaps your boss, your employer has not thought of some of those things. So be the agent of change. When we get upset with our situation, we kind of think, we look outwards. It's everyone else's issue. It's everyone else's fault. I can't do anything about my situation, but you can. We all have a voice, and we can all take steps to try and make things better. And, just approaching it gently, coming with a basic plan is helpful, because if you come with, hey, this is the way things should be, your employer is going to be like, well, I've already got all these other things, So if you come there with the plan to begin with, they're going to be probably more receptive than if you just say, things are crappy and, we need to change things. Well, that's not going to get you very far. So offering a small plan and ideas will kind of help move things along, hopefully better for you.
And, to go on to that point, if it's one of my favorite quotes, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change.
Absolutely.
So if you look at the situation of, hey, X, Y, and Z, it's not doing well, I think we should do this. Well, maybe you should look at X, Y, and Z and say, hey, how can I improve this?
Mm-hmm.
How can I better look at this and make this a great plan for the company and myself? And it just really goes back to if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And if you can keep that mentality in your head, there's nothing that you'll look at going forward that's a negative or bad. There's always a positive to every situation. It might not be a positive in your mind, but it's a positive in some way, shape, or form. That you can make it a better feeling for everybody.
That's great. Well, I appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us about career and bringing up the level of satisfaction, because I think a lot of people don't realize, they just kind of get stuck in this is what I got to do every day. This is what I have to do. And you don't think about, how is this affecting my overall well-being? What's my stress level like? Am I happy? Do I feel joy? And no, you're not always going to like your coworkers, but we can always work to make things more manageable and a little bit better day. So I hope we brought some ideas to the table for you to consider. And I'd like Dane to tell you a little bit more about what he does and what START does to help the community.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I appreciate you guys having me, and thanks for hearing us out. START, we're located in Macomb off Hall Road in Heinrich, between Heinrich and Romeo Plank. We are a full-service talent acquisition company. So we don't like to think of ourselves as so much of a temp agency, but our clients are really looking for us to fill full-time permanent positions. And we work with any positions from clerical to HR, IT, and our most popular specialty is skilled trade and manufacturing. So if by any means, if you have any thought of a career change, or someone looking for a job, have them reach out to me at Dane.Tocco at StartInc.com, which is my email address. I would be more than happy to help them up, even if it's just building a resume and building a career profile. We do that as well. We'll offer help on building resumes and how to go to an interview and what to say, what not to say, how to present yourself. So we are a full-service staffing firm out of Macomb Township. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And I appreciate you talking to me today.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to point out that Anna Marie has been following us, and I truly appreciate that. And like she says, change the word problem to opportunity. Always be looking at what is going on and how you can, make some small changes to turn that into an opportunity versus a problem. We all have the power to bring good to our lives and see negative in positive. So just kind of keep that awesome quote in mind that Dane taught us today. What was it again?
If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change.
Absolutely. So that will be our thought for today and as we move forward. And thank you for joining us today. We hope you found value. And if you did, we hope that you share this with more people and visit START and Health Renewed Coaching today. Thank you.